What's up, the boxing world? Okay, Golden Boy Promotions does it again. Doesn't Golden Boy Promotion gives us some good fights last night, man. Main event was Jose Ramirez versus Rance Barthélemy. I think the Golden Boys are doing pretty good, man. They're building a good stable, man. They're getting some good fights. They match these matches with these guys where the guys is getting some bouts. They're getting some rounds in, and they're getting better and becoming a better fighter. Jose Ramirez is a former world champion, hard hitting body puncher. He's strong. Um, he hasn't been fighting that much. He lost to Josh Taylor in 2021. And he's been fighting once a year since then. But I'm gonna tell you something. Man, I like Josh Taylor. He lost to Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is a good fighter. But Jose looked like he might be ready for a rematch with that. He looked pretty good last night against Barthélemy. He got hit a lot though. Barthélemy is a switch hitter, so he's southpaw, but he switches over to orthodox. And as a southpaw, he landed a tremendous amount of straight left hands. And Jose took him, man. He took him. He kept coming and banging him to the body, banging him to the body. And the Cuban fighter, Barthélemy, former Olympian also, he couldn't handle it, man. He's a good fighter though, man. He wasn't nobody that you just gonna go in there and just beat up. Even though he was stopped by and Gary Antoine Russell, they said it was a questionable stoppage. A questionable stoppage that he fought. So he can fight, man. He's a good fighter. He's going to be a great opponent for anybody because if you match up with him, you're going to get some rounds. You're not just going to go in there, knock him out, and beat him up. He's very ring savvy. He's a veteran. I think he's like 38 years old, though. But you got to be careful. Sometimes those 38 years old still got it. And that was a good fight for the main event. But on the undercard, man, the one that I was looking forward to wanting to see was Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz was on the card. And Vergil Ortiz, he stopped this guy in the first round with a body shot. And we didn't get to see how good or how not so good Vergil Ortiz really is. He fought a guy, Delorme. I thought we was gonna see a fight because we haven't seen much of Vergil Ortiz, man. It's like he fought 2 times this year, and both fights was first round knockouts. So we haven't been able to see how good or not so good that he is. But we're going to see in August because he's going to have to show us what he got. Because in August 3rd, Vergil Ortiz is fighting Tim Tszyu. Now, Tim Tszyu, he unfortunately had that little head thing that with the elbow against my man. So what's going to happen is this. He's going to get his way back up against Vergil Ortiz and then fight for a world title. So I think that's going to be something good for us to see in August. Vergil Ortiz versus Tim Tszyu. August of this year. To me, man, I think when you get in there and you knock these guys out in the first round, man, I'm kind of torn about what I really think is it good or is it bad? You know what I mean? Like some people believe if you can get them out of there. Don't take no risk because at any given point you can get hit and take the risk of losing. But I keep doing it in my mind, man. One time, man, we took a ride all the way down to Virginia. I fought a guy. I stopped him in the second round. I thought I did what I was supposed to do. I knocked out a guy in the second round, went down to Virginia, and my manager, Tommy Parks, cursed me out the whole ride home. The whole 6.5 hours I had to hear. We didn't come all the way down here for no damn 2 rounds. So I guess what I gathered from that was that Tommy wanted you to get some work. And before you take on a bigger opponent or a bigger fight, you need to take a fight that's going to get you some work, where you can practice what you've been working on and you can move on and then you can learn and then you come out of the ring a better fighter. Like the last fight that we was just talking about, Jose Ramirez, he had to go through some changes with my man Barthélemy. He had to kind of try to get out of the way of the left hand. He had to try to get better. So now here's the question, y'all. Do we knock the guys out in the first round, or do we try to get some work to see if to get better, so that we can get better each fight? Because you knock them out in the first round, you don't learn nothing. I mean, what did Vergil Ortiz learn? He went in there, he faked a jab, bang, hit him with a body shot. Fight is over, he's out the ring. He walked in the ring one way, came out the same way. You know, now we talk about Tim Tszyu and his fight with Fondora a few months ago. We understood that Tim Tszyu went through some changes and it was some work, and he had to go through it. And to get the 12 rounds in, you become a better fighter. So I don't know. There's some it's some, you gotta believe what you want to believe in that. You know, knock him out so you don't take no chance, or get to work and become a better fighter. Another guy on the card, man, which I was excited to see. I think he's very underrated, man. Oscar Duarte returned to the ring after losing to Ryan Garcia, being stopped by Ryan Garcia. He returned to the ring against Jojo Diaz. He stopped Jojo Diaz in the 9th round. But it was some work. Jojo Diaz is a good fighter. He put up some good work. Just don't have the power to stop Oscar Duarte. Oscar Duarte, believe me, y'all, he's a good fighter. And it gave me more respect for Ryan Garcia to see that he was able to stop this guy. Because this guy can take a punch and he can fight. He's a good, strong body puncher. He hit hard. He's a tough opponent for anybody in those weight classes from 40 to 47. Oscar Duarte, you're going to hear more about him. He returned to the ring successfully, and he looked pretty good against Jojo Diaz. The referee had to stop the fight, but at the same time referee stopped the fight, the corner was throwing a towel in at the same time, which is to see both people on the same court. That's good for the referee and the corner both to say, okay, that's enough for Jojo Diaz. You don't need to get hit anymore. And everybody agreed with that. All right, listen, man, this is Derek Poppy Roll-On at Strictly Boxing. I'll appreciate it, man, if you got something to say about what we're talking about. Give me your comment, man. I like to hear your comment. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'll appreciate it if you would. Go on there and subscribe to Strictly Boxing with Derek Poppy Roll-On. And hit the thumbs button for me, man, all right? Listen, this is Derek Poppy Roll-On at Strictly Boxing.